Nigga, we come from the slum. 30 round, 50 round, 100 round. Pussy boy, how you praying like a nun? Never been a actor. Got your nigga with that cap shit. We gon' stuff the niggas like a cap. The mayor, when she coming out. Got her to the spot, get that bitch a work. Now she kicking like a band. She couldn't even understand me. When I told her I was playing. All right.
Took my 40, I walked out of court, went bought a 9. If you can't make something out of nothing, then no, you ain't my kind. Bitch, you can't be talking to me crazy, I ain't just anybody. Set up shop wherever I stop at, been serving anybody. Take them to a different county, remix them on anybody. Nigga, let that money hit my hand, you can forget about it. Trap smell like dope, you can smell this shit from up the road. Nigga asked me, can he test the pack? I'm finna up the pole. I was thinking Lil' Buddy was savage till he up and told. Then he hit me up trying to get bows, I hung up the phone. Now I gotta stop using this phone, niggas on the boat. Discipline myself to not smoke when I be on the road. I was giving smoke sex to old heads for hydros. People getting offended from the weed smoke on my clothes. Niggas show they hand with all that hating, I be moving different. I might show some racks for motivation, I be moving niggas. Big wop, tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. Big wop, tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. Police hit the light, stop by a trail before you let me out. I can't have no nigga do no work, I feel it let me down. Don't ever ask me to do no shit that you wouldn't do for me. But he hit a lick on 30 P's and brought it all to me. I can see right through a lie, so bitch don't try to tell me now. I'm behind Arby's in the Charger dropping 50 Zans. I ran out of pills and started serving mama's medication. Ambience was fucking niggas up, had them hallucinate. Make her eat that dick, she in here drinking all my pre-cum. Nigga wanna smoke it out with me, better have 3 lungs. Big wop, tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. You can still shop. You can still shop.
Come on, bitch. All right. Let's start this thing off right. Let's start this thing off right. There we go. All right. Man, what's up, y'all? What's the word, man? Where y'all been at? Nigga, see, I ain't been here in so long. I don't even know how to work the set no more. All right. So obviously we got a lot to talk about, but before we do that, I wanted to read y'all something. Hold on. I see you. Hold on. 2 seconds. I'm coming. Hold on. Be patient. We working. Hold on. I don't know what the fuck is going on right here. Y'all know I've been telling y'all about the final exam, the thriller. It's crazy because, you know, we got a lot of a lot of people that's still in this world. So it touch home. Let's rock out. All right, I got my glasses ready. Let's do it. After Tony has finally made it to his destination, he grabs his keys and then his phone. Next, he steps out of the car and heads inside his two-story home. Once inside, he immediately places his keys and phone on the kitchen counter. He then walks inside his bathroom. Tony stares at himself in the mirror while removing the bloody bandages on his arm. After the bandages are off, he notices how deeply he was actually cut. He takes the peroxide and pours it onto a couple wipes. He then begins to attempt to clean his wound. Realizing that the pain is far too severe to clean it this way, he grabs a towel and puts it in his mouth. Tony grabs the alcohol and pours it onto his deep cut in his arm. Tony bites down as hard as he can to keep from screaming from the excruciating pain that it has caused. After he's able to finally collect himself, he puts some fresh bandages onto the wound. He then walks from the bathroom back into the dining room where his phone is sitting on the kitchen counter. He grabs his phone and makes a phone call while heading upstairs. Once Tony enters the room, he says, "Jen, it's me, Tony." He pauses and then says, "I know we're not on the best terms right now, but I really need you. Listen, some crazy shit just went down and I'm cut really bad." After she replies, he asks, "Why would you even ask me that? You know why?" After she replies, he asks, "Why would you even ask me that? You know I can't go to the police." While listening to her response, he sits on his bed, gazing out his open window at the bright stars in the night sky. Tony, startled, abruptly says, "Jen, I have to go. Just call me when you're outside and hurry up, please." He then hangs up the phone and stands up as he suddenly realizes he never left his window open. Mm. Tony quickly closes the window and looks into his closet. He grabs his metal baseball bat and heads downstairs. Once he's downstairs, he immediately notices that his front door is wide open. Trying to tell y'all, my nigga. I'm trying to tell y'all the final exam, that's some shit right there. And we're going to do more of that. I think we got like 3 more authors coming in. But like I told y'all, I love my black authors. If y'all still haven't got the Black Poe, I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. This is a must have. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, a couple things then went down, didn't it? Couple things then went down. If you in the know, then you know. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not in the know, sure you can pretty much. There we go. All right. Now we set up. All right. Even if you're not in the know, I'm sure you can pretty much figure shit out for what it is. All right. First things first. My nigga, look here. Um, there's a saying. There's a saying. People, you know, um, big corporations steal from the little guy all the time and all that shit. But in reality, it doesn't happen all the time. People just say the shit. You know what I'm saying? They just say it because it's something that, you know, you feel everybody knows, kind of like Trump is bad on some shit. When in reality, these type of situations, they don't happen, you know what I'm saying, a lot. You know what I'm saying? You usually don't have situations like this. So when they come down, anybody can be caught off guard. Even somebody who has been through this shit multiple times. Since last Tuesday, everything just got turned up the fuck side down. First, before we do anything, I just want to thank everybody who supported and showed love and rocked out the real way. Obviously, we got another battle ahead of us. And as we all know, anytime that we have battles, that shit includes motherfucker going in their pocket. So salute to everybody who's picked up the burden with me and rocked out and thrown in the pot, because when these things do take place, obviously the big guy is betting on the little guy not having enough resources to really handle business like that. My nigga, dog, you know, what you feel, I feel. You know what I'm saying? What you feel, I feel the same shit. I wanted to talk about this when, you know what I'm saying, it was all fresh, but that wasn't the smartest thing to do, because I'd be speaking out of emotion and, you know what I'm saying, letting too much shit go. Bottom line is, regardless of what happens on whatever end, we still gonna keep doing what we do, rocking out the way we've been rocking out. And this would be something that take place, you know, behind the scenes. If you're so inclined to rock out and rock, then rock out and rock. If not, just, you know, stay up off that. Stay up off that. Dog, I'm gonna say this. You know, you really find out a lot about a motherfucker when, you know, situations come and potentially is some type of, you know, come up in that shit. You find out so much about motherfuckers. The same faceless motherfuckers who are still virgins at 30 plus years old are the same motherfuckers who will be turned into prime time fucking lawyers and tell you what this mean and what you can and can't do. And they've never had anything that a motherfucker would want to take, but they can give all the information. So that shit, like I said, it's a lot of shit. It's man, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. And I just, honestly, I feel blessed to have a real team, you know, of people around. I'm gonna speak freely right here. I'm gonna speak freely. All right. Last year, obviously we did the No Negative News November campaign. As we did that, most people who watch this shit, they're watching it for entertainment. They're not watching it because, oh man, fucking, I want to help somebody. I want this shit to change and all this shit like this. And I should have learned that lesson with the Me and Too movement when it was directly, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is directly to help you, and niggas wasn't on that. Not even enough to sign a petition. But yet and still, I'm not a bitch. So not just with the talking shit, nigga, rap trap and all this. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times can I say that shit? Like, something needs to be done. So nobody's doing it, we gonna do it. And to show motherfuckers that I'm gonna feel the same thing y'all feel as far as the media platforms. If you don't know what's going on, No Negative News November was a campaign we did last year asking media platforms for 30 days, the month of November, to not cover anything negative that happens to Black influencers, whether they be rappers, singers, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything, just don't cover it. You know, motherfuckers was acting like they was rocking in the beginning, January and shit like that. By the time we got to fucking October, motherfucker was saying enough with this No Negative News November shit. We hadn't even got to November yet, and motherfucker was saying fuck that shit, get back to the good shit. So it showed that motherfuckers just want to be entertained, period, point blank. I didn't speak on, you know, all the hits a nigga took last year. Cause I felt that shit was really embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that shit was embarrassing. But nigga took all them hits last year, you know, surveillance, all type of bullshit going on. Nigga come out that shit. And so a nigga now is building everything back up. Motherfuckers gotta know that you offer that shit so they can come back around and watch the show and shit like that. So nigga building shit back up. But as a nigga was working, a nigga did feel like, nigga, what in the fuck? What was that for? Like, what the fuck did I? Because a nigga is having to do all this work to build this shit back up. And it's like, what in the fuck did I do that for? What did I do it for? Obviously, the fans didn't want it. Obviously, the influencers, rappers, they too retarded and too, you know what I'm saying, blinded by clout. Media platforms are disconnected because they don't relate to any of that. To them, that's just a fucking video game. They don't give a fuck about a nigga having his brain splattered all over his children. They don't give a fuck about that because it's not real to them. That's something off of a video game or a movie to them. What impact did that shit really make? And then on Monday, a nigga get the word. A nigga get the word on Monday. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Nigga, that was like another fucking blow. I felt like that was another fucking, you know what I'm saying, blow to the chest. And then I got a call and another call and another call from people that I hadn't talked to in a while and understood what was what. Can't, like I said, I can't say too heavy and all that, but it's like, this shit is big as fuck. You know what I'm saying? This is big as fuck. I'm just gonna say this. I could tell that it was big as fuck because of the celebrities that I hadn't talked to in a while. that had hit me up. And just by the way they were talking to me, you know what I'm saying? I could tell that it was like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm coming off of No Negative News November. Everybody's nigga, the only people that was here was the team. So when motherfuckers are, over, it was like shit. And then I understood what was what. So I had to go through that. I had to go through that whole emotional spectrum to be able to get here and talk logically, you know what I'm saying, and not bust out crying in this bitch because I'm like, like I said, 2026, I will break down, all the things that fucking happened. But my nigga, that shit was, I should have stopped the No Negative News November campaign in March of last year. That's when I seen, dog, it's gonna be like this shit affected real shit. Real shit. But I said we was gonna do it, so it was about that doing it. And I'm saying this to say that, dog, this is another part of that whole journey. Getting in the streets, getting fucked up on the pills, getting off the pills, getting out the streets and all this, and continuing to go and still having that good heart. I told y'all, a nigga with a brain or a heart does not belong in the street because you're going to die or get set up. Like there's like, the street ain't for a thinking nigga because you can't think 3 moves ahead because some bullshit, you know what I'm saying, right here on the first step could fuck everything up. Ain't no 3 steps. A nigga with a heart, you too giving, niggas don't repay that shit well. What I'm bringing to you right here, my nigga, is that dog, we did No Negative News November. There was no other reason to do that shit. And like I said, nigga got everything to show. There was no reason to do that shit. It didn't make sense, but it was the right thing to do when we pushed forward with that shit. And right when, you know what I'm saying, nigga thinking, what the fuck did we do that for? Nigga, when nigga told me, man, look here. When nigga told me, man, look. Man, look here, man. Man, look here, dog. Dog, I'm telling you, dog. Like I said, dog, nigga, we just went through like one of the worst, since I've been out the street, the worst year. You know what I'm saying? And it was self-inflicted. And we didn't falter. We kept going. We pushed through even when it was bullshit on the table. We pushed the fuck through it. And with that, it's like, dog, I can't karma. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, a nigga put that positive shit out there, like that shit is gonna come back. And this is what I'm telling you on some shit. Like, I was thinking, you know what I'm saying, No Negative News November, oh, nigga, it's a whole fucking, you know what I'm saying? My ideal of success was motherfuckers tagging it and this shit is just all big as fuck and all this shit like that. That didn't happen at all. But on the back end, you know what I'm saying? So that I just had to, if you doing something and you doing it for the right reason, my nigga, keep doing that shit. Keep doing that shit. Whatever you put out there, that's exactly what you're going to get back. Exactly what you're going to get back. I'm not saying Well, really, it don't matter. Nigga, you don't go out there, bitch. Nigga, I'm finna get this homeless man $20. Y'all look. If that's what you want credit for, that's your karma right there. I'm not gonna speak about the whole Buffalo shooting shit that happened, you know, going out here and protesting and shit like that. Fuck all that. We stood on something that made sense, that nobody had a answer for why they wouldn't do it. Not only did they disregard it, but fans just totally fuck you. But they'll be right in the comments saying, "Oh, nigga, something need to happen. The fucking Chicago and all this other shit." But a movement come through to, I'm gonna say this, my nigga. It was a motherfucker in the comments the other day that was just, I'm talking about, oh, nigga, I've been here since this and all this shit and fucking all this and that and this and then this right here and a trademark and all this other shit like this and like happy to say that, you know, happy to say somebody stole from me. Happy about that because obviously there was happiness in the other direction. I asked him, like, dog, you real adamant about this? Because he tried to hide it behind, I've been here since day one, and that's why, like, nigga, that's not why you upset. Like, you upset because the same reason niggas get upset. Niggas get upset when, like, they good with a nigga being in a certain position. When a nigga has an opportunity, the potential to go to another level, man, look, they don't know how. They don't know how to mediate or mitigate that hate they have. And so it come out. But he was giving all that shit like, but he was really just trying to be adamant about the point. Nothing coming, you got robbed and all this shit like this. And I'm like, damn, my nigga, that's what's up. Seem like you really hard down about this AO Nation shit. Let me ask you, Big Home, did you sign the No Negative News November campaign petition on change.org last year? Obviously, you've been here since the whole time, so I'm sure you had to see that. You did it the whole year. Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't. Dog, like I said, it's a roller coaster. This shit is, because, you know, anytime that your YouTube channel get monetized, you show happiness about that, and somebody that has been pretending that they fuck with you is gonna come in the comments and say, well, yeah, YouTube doesn't pay that good. Yeah, no, YouTube censors a whole bunch of shit, so they're probably not gonna monetize any of your videos. Nobody gets rich off of YouTube. And I would be lying if I said that some of the people, this is how I work. I work like this. I don't leave doors open, close. Did we leave on good terms or bad terms? Fuck no. When I work with somebody, I tell them, look, tell every person that you have around you that's going to be bragging about knowing you once you get to where you're going, once the people who are going to be asking you for favors and shit like that, calling you to prove that they actually know you, tell every one of those people to share every post that you put up, comment on every post, like every post, and help you get to that point. That way, if they don't do it, once you get to where we're going to get you to, it's going to be a hard sell for them to say, oh, but a motherfucker would be hesitant to do that in some cases because they know that they people is not going to do that and they'll lose them. and they don't want to see them in that light because they know they're gonna have to cut them off. I do that. Like I do that shit. Like when No Negative News November is going down, every motherfucker who is AO Nation or my people and shit like that, hey man, need you to, so that now when this happens, the last text message or the last message in our thread is, hey man, would you go over here and sign a petition? That motherfucker be left on red. A motherfucker want to send you videos all day of just, oh, look at this shit, big home. Look at this shit. Hey, big home, did you already buy your Rap Trap t-shirt? Hey, did you put something in the pot for the No Negative News November? Did you sign a petition? And get the fuck on. So, like I said, you know, it's an up and down thing, and you know, the internet is the internet, but motherfuckers be overstepping their boundaries. I feel like, you know, this shit came out of nowhere. Obviously, we wasn't expecting it, but it came down. And we handling it. So that's what that is. So I just wanted to give y'all an update on that. It's gonna be a long, hard fought battle. So go to the PayPal, go to the Cash App, put something in there so that we can handle the business the right way. If I get into some trouble, you know, in that regard, I'll have, you know what I'm saying, your backing and shit like that. So make sure you go and handle that immediately. But off of that, how the fuck? I could have sworn I brought it. Shout out that nigga Colorado Rick in this motherfucker, nigga. I see you, nigga. And I appreciate that love, my nigga. Real talk. Let's go to work.
How can I help myself?
Offer you anything. Investigator Flores can't offer you anything. We can let the district attorney's office know and down there that you were cooperative.
The information I had, they want to hear right now.
I mean, we can pass it to them.
I'm saying you can pass it to them. I'm thinking something gonna happen today.
What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Somebody's supposed to get killed tonight.
Who?
You know who?
I don't know who. But there's so much going on in the city. I don't know who. You're gonna have to.
You sit down.
There's so much.
I told y'all enough right there.
But Woody, you said that.
But you think about it, people die every day in the city. If you can't be specific so we can do our job and save a life, you can't help yourself unless you save a life.
Let me tell you something. I've been to the feds.
And what did you tell me about one of the feds?
This is a murder that's about to take place with some very high people. And the stuff that I know right now, you know what I mean, should be able to help me get out of my situation. You know what I mean? I'm not bullshitting. You know, the last information I gave y'all was right. That I was just choosing that.
Right. Okay. And then the only thing you went to jail for last time was the gun you had in Dunbar Rick. That's it. And what did you tell me about going to jail for 5 years? What did that do?
It did, but it did.
What did it do? And guess what, Woody? What happened the other night when you were on Instagram Live antagonizing everybody and you left and went to 656? What happened at that apartment complex 2 hours later?
You seen that shit?
Okay. What do you think? What do you think was the reason for that?
I'm still trying to figure out.
I'll tell you what it was. You on Instagram calling everybody out saying.
No, what the fuck? Can y'all hear what the fuck he's saying? I can't even hear.
How can I help myself? That's all I'm asking.
Like I said, we can't. Woody, I can't make it any
So
clearer.
that's just
No, it's not pointless. Like I said, we'll communicate. What I'm saying is, I can't offer you anything. Investigator Flores can't offer you anything. We can let the district attorney's office know and down there that you were cooperative.
The information I had, they want to hear right now.
I mean, we can pass it to them.
I'm saying you can pass it to them. I'm thinking something gonna happen today.
What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Somebody's supposed to get killed tonight.
Who?
You know who?
I don't know who. But there's so much going on in the city. I don't know who you.
Ooh, shit. I purposely did not watch this shit because I wanted to have a fresh eye. I told y'all. That interrogation room, dog, that shit is, dog, a nigga, that is the most stressful time that you gonna have. That interrogation room. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. Dog, this is the time, the interrogation room. This is the time where a nigga, all of the pressure is down on your chest. All of the pressure is down on your chest. It's like, nigga, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I have to get the fuck out of here. If there's any way, bitch, bitch. I'm tripping. Hold on. Real talk. Real talk. Let's get serious. Let's get serious, man. But when you get in that interrogation room, this is the time where, like, it's like, man, if I could get out this shit, please. Because really, in real life, you really, interrogation room, you really still hoping that this is a dream. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, they behind me. Fuck. Shit. Let me keep driving until I get rid of all this shit. But when they got a whole different type of, we not getting you for what you got on you right now. We getting you for what you did last week. It's already over with. It's already over with. And a nigga, first off, as a street nigga, you deal with this shit every day. Going to jail and dying. Mostly going to jail. If I'm dead, I'm dead. You can't really fear death like that until it comes, until it's just omnipresent. Like, nigga, we on the way now. Then a nigga start shitting himself. But with going to jail, that's something that when you wake up, when you eat lunch, and when you about to go to sleep, that shit fuck with you. It fuck with you because it's like, I can't be, how can I be cool and calm enough to fucking lay down and go to sleep? Nigga, I got 20 years, or when they get me, I'm getting 20 years. This is why a lot of niggas, when they on the run, niggas might turn themselves in, or when they get arrested, be like, I'm ready to go and get this shit over with. Because nigga be dealing with that shit day after day. And for as long as a nigga is outside, a nigga has to be on point. Like, that is like what PTSD is. You going to war and having to be on your toes 24/7. Like, that's not normal. You should not have to worry about, that's not normal. You shouldn't be worrying about something bad happening to you every minute of your existence. But that's how you're going to survive, is by having adrenaline all the way to the maximum on point. But it's not natural. And that's how you get fucked up later on. As a street nigga, especially after you done did a crime, man. Especially after you done did a crime and you don't even know how that shit play. I thought about that shit earlier, bro. I thought about that shit earlier. Like, dog, that shit was really... Because I was watching a documentary about a nigga that's like 38 years old now, but when he was 14, he killed 2 old ladies because he was trying to go to the fair, got $5 from them, and he been locked up since then. He got 170 years. He on the same prison where they got the death row at. And as I was looking at him, it's just like, dog, these are like, this is shit that happens. You running from the police, I got to get out of here. All right, the car, somebody car stop right there. Get the fuck out the car. You pull them out the car and push them down or some shit like that. Or while you fumbling and bumbling, or your homeboy fumbling and bumbling, and he gets scared and fucking shoot the passenger. It don't matter what happened after that. It don't matter what happened. He could have got killed and you still would have got a murder charge. Your life is, as long as you in the street, your life is not your own. So when motherfuckers get in these situations right here, when motherfuckers get in these situations, this is the time to, you know, because you can go in that bitch like, nigga, I wasn't the one that killed the motherfucker. So you think you finna, there is no getting out of it. And this is the whole reason why, dog, if you are not, yeah, see, niggas like this, niggas that look like this, I would already have a feeling, just because this is the type of nigga who will tell you it's all right to fuck a bitch that he like, only for him to, you know what I'm saying, then start telling the bitch and telling everybody in the hood that, you know, something is on you, man. I think that nigga telling, man. I don't know. This look like one of them niggas. Dog, if you don't want to go to prison forever, you got to get out the street right now. If you don't want a life sentence, you got to get out the street right now. And a motherfucker, what the fuck? I'm telling you that as long as you in the street, you have no control over what fucking charge you get or what time you get. Your life is not your own. Nobody in the street has no control over anything. You can put up as many cameras and have security outside. This is the human condition. As long as they human, they can be bribed, no matter if it's your mama, your brother, your Siamese twin. Because it's niggas like this. It's not all about the money to some motherfuckers. Some motherfuckers get out this bitch and fall in love with a bitch. The bitch, you don't know nothing about the shit. You at the club, the bitch start fucking with you, start fucking with the bitch, and this nigga is on the outskirts. You don't even know nothing about this nigga. And that's just real life shit. It's even worse in the street because they got more weapons. Nobody is safe in the street. Your life is not your own. Your future is not your own. But that is, you turned in. This is what happened. I'm going to turn in my future. So it's just like a loan. I'm going to give you this, your collateral. You're going to give your future for, you know, now I got a chance to get me some money. I ain't got to be broke and all this shit like this. But you had to. So it's like a motherfucker getting a title loan on their car. And then when they come get the car, what the fuck going on? You know, what the fuck? You gon' tell them to go tow your mama car because they say, well, we can take this one or we can take that one. You let them tow your mama car because you don't want them to tow your car. But you the one who put that shit up. You went up there and got that money. You know what you putting on the line, your future. But what's very, very important, what is very, very important, it is niggas like this outside at this very moment. As much as I say, nigga, you need to know that you ready to die or do a life sentence, nigga, as soon as you get in the street. Dog, you don't think you finna die? You outside? You don't think you finna die? You don't think you finna go get a life sentence? So the nigga next to you is on the same shit. And as soon as that reality becomes a reality, Better you than me. The reason why it's so important about a nigga's situation with bitches, nigga wonder why I bring everything back to the bitches. The reason why that's so important is because a nigga that has issues with bitches is more likely to do some bullshit. A bitch can get on the phone with a nigga that's not good with hoes and tell him, well, you better do something because I ain't finna be waiting on no nigga. That call alone will make that nigga hang that phone up and 5-7, pick that bitch back up and 574 somebody. 574 mean you calling. So in Metro and shit, you can I'm sure every city has it, but like right above the phone in the block, it got the want to give a tip. Want to give a tip? Call this number discreetly. It's free minutes all the time. So niggas work their way out of their case straight out that phone. But usually it's because the phone call that they got before that is that the bitch is not going to wait. Bitch don't even have to tell a nigga that. The bitch can just not be answering as much. Or when she starts answering back, she got an attitude and I still gotta live out here. That nigga that runs to that phone 1,000,000 times. That nigga ain't been booked but 2 days, and all he do is, and he not talking to no lawyer. He not trying to find out shit about the case. The nigga is trying to stay on the fucking phone to make sure that the bitch can't fuck nobody else. On the phone from the morning when that bitch click on, I'm talking about nigga at the door ready, hands in the, running down to the phone. I'm talking about fuck that breakfast, nigga. I'm going straight to the phone. What you were doing last night? Because a nigga know when he was on the street, the only thing that was keeping that bitch even a little bit respectful was the fact that he was around. Dog, you'll be surprised how many real shooters you got out there that's only like that because of a bitch. This nigga is trying to intimidate a bitch not to cheat on him and has the moniker of a real shooter for that one fucking reason. And you fuck with a nigga you want to, I'm gonna kill that nigga ass. Nigga don't say nothing about the bitch. Nothing about the bitch. And this is why a nigga say a bitch set a nigga up without setting a nigga up. If you know that your nigga is like that, you know what I'm saying? For you to bring a nigga in, that's just some, but a bitch will do that just trying to get that nigga off her ass. Get that nigga a life sentence. But a bitch trying to do that will put a nigga in this position right here. A lot of you niggas is outside at this very moment with a nigga that you know is on some lovey-dovey shit. And this don't mean that a nigga just, he just faithful to his girl. No, my nigga. You know who this nigga is. You know who this nigga is. You know if it came down to you or that bitch, he gonna pick her every time. With her kids. No kids or nothing. He just loved this bitch. But because you didn't turned in, because you didn't turned in your future card, maybe this nigga got, the plug or something like that, or whatever the fuck it might be. So you gotta fuck with him on some shit, but you can clearly see this nigga is weak for a bitch. It's the same thing if a nigga is just weak, period. To where like the thought of jail alone, just playing around about the thought of jail, just had that nigga so fucking scared. This is why I gave y'all niggas on the Patreon, you got the faithful white, what the fuck did I call that? Was it the bitch test? But it's go look at it. It's the bitch test or the white boy test or whatever like that. You need to test these things. Get somebody that got some fucking, some fake police lights to get behind y'all one night and just see what they do when they got their gun on them. Just see what they do. Like, see if they whole body freeze the fuck up because they that scared of going to jail. Dog, it's a lot of talk, a lot of fucking talk about what is a gangster, what is a street nigga, as if like this shit like needs to be explained. The only time that this shit need to be explained is when it comes to the fucking internet. This nigga right here was a street nigga up until the point. This is the problem. A nigga think that a rat just come from Master Splinter. He come from the sewers and training fucking turtles on how to beat Master Shredder. No, nigga. This is what a rat looks like. This is how a rat takes pictures. Right here. This is what a rat looks like. There's no way that you're going to be able to detect what nigga's going to do what in what situation. Like I told you, a nigga could have stood up, then went up the road 3 times, stood up every time, never told. That nigga will come back home, get back in the street, but as soon as something else fall down, that nigga say, fuck that. Whether it because he didn't got older, maybe he didn't fell in love with a bitch, or he's trying to start a family and he been thinking about changing his life. He just needed a couple dollars to start his new fucking, fucking car wash or some shit like that. He got a plan. I always tell y'all about that commercial. Back in the 90s, there was a commercial. There was a commercial where it was an AIDS commercial, and it said, you need to look, if you're having unprotected sex, that means you're having sex with everybody that your partner has unprotected sex with. And all the people they had unprotected sex with, and all the people they had unprotected sex with. And it's the same thing in the street. It's the same. As you can see in this situation right here, clear as day, this is how they work it. From the bottom, from the very bottom, as long as they got somebody that's in the street doing something illegal that does not want to go to jail, they got the end. There is no solid unless everybody on the team is ready to go to prison, real deal, is comfortable with being locked up. It said a street nigga should be comfortable with being locked up. He should know officers. He should know COs. If a nigga really broke down what a street nigga was, like, these would be the niggas that you look down on. These niggas they don't never have no money. These niggas is, but niggas is stand the fuck up. And that's once, if you are in the street, then you understand that. Like, you nigga be broke, nigga be a junkie, all kind of shit. But you will have so much respect for him because you know he's solid. And you know that these other niggas ain't. Niggas around this bitch. Yeah, nigga, big racks, fuck nigga. Yeah, nigga, big racks. There it is. You see look what Big Mix just said. See what I'm saying? Nigga, Big Mix in this bitch, nigga. What the hell going on, nigga? Big Mix in this motherfucker, nigga. You heard what he said, nigga. Come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga. No, this shit goes so many different fucking. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, fuck, nigga. I'm having this shit, dog. A nigga know that don't mean nothing. That means something to the bitches, which is another bullshit. Them hoes is gonna sway with the wind. They don't give a fuck who's solid. Let me talk to you, dog. The bitches who care if a nigga is solid is not no bitches that you want to fuck with. Them bitches is hoes, nigga. Save me a shot. They at the gas. They in front of the gas station with you with a muscle shirt on. Not even a dyke. They just out that bitch with you. Riding around in that fucking little, I'm talking about a box Acura, the box Honda. Got a fat sister on the passenger side, 3 kids in the back seat, and a stack of fucking clothes that she done just took out of motherfucking the Gap. Pulling up on niggas, trying to goddamn sell them some or get some gas. Or get some gas. Throw me some gas money, throw me a blunt, throw me something so I can keep moving around this bitch. Bitch be solid. Like, no, we ain't them like, but even they could crack under pressure. Because you can see they struggling. That car they riding in, motherfucker been trying to get that motherfucking car repossessed for 20 years. Motherfucking repo man been looking for this little fucking silver bullshit Honda with a fucking rope around the trunk to keep it down. The hood smashed in crazy. Motherfucker been trying to find this bitch for 20 years. Bitch got so much shit going on. She's struggling. So even she, being a solid bitch, she might even have to, that nigga rap, but that nigga threw me goddamn, she not gonna turn down no band. A band, she not gonna turn down $100. And if that nigga is coming with it like that, she won't even set that nigga ass up. She won't set that nigga ass up until he say no to her. Then she'll set that nigga ass up. Ain't no wind outside. If you didn't know it, then you can know it with Tekashi 6ix9ine. You can know it with Gunna. And we will be speaking about this whole T.I. Boosie shit. Believe that. And we're going to be talking about it. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll be talking about it, nigga. We will be talking about it, nigga. We'll be talking about it, nigga. Because I need to holler at them. Because this shit getting out of control. Don't nothing happen to these niggas. What is the point of not telling? That the whole shit is snitches end up in ditches. Snitches get stitches. That's a fucking lie. It's a fucking lie. I just learned what this word meant. We got so much nepotism, which means like a family, you know what I'm saying? Like the railroad and shit like that. It's like a whole family that is up in and in prisons. They got nepotism. The father is the fucking captain and the son is the lieutenant. The mom is the fucking, shift leader or whatever. They got a whole bunch of nepotism. But it's so much nepotism. If that's they son, they cousin, they baby daddy, you're not finna do nothing to them. So they'll be in the club bucking to the ceiling on that Gotti. What up, 3-6? No, you don't like? Well, fuck you. What up, feds? Want to indict? Well, fuck you. Ain't that goddamn? That what's up? That what's up? Ain't that motherfucking? That nigga bucking to the ceiling, ain't it? They just caught that boy with 8 bricks of fentanyl, didn't it? And this bitch turned the fuck up. Nigga ain't gonna do nothing but look over there and be like, whatever the fuck. Even if that's they people that got fucked over by the nigga. Niggas can't get a nigga because these niggas, these rat niggas, is smart enough to know what to do until they get in a situation like this. And this is what shit gets serious at. This is what shit gets serious at. What happens in a lot of cases is the nigga who tells will be one of the tough niggas, one of the hard niggas from the hood, one of the rough and tough niggas. And that will happen because, like, nigga, who in the fuck is going, like, I'm the nigga that you would come get and pay to go and punish a nigga for telling. Who in the fuck is going to punish me? They've mastered their environment. The niggas I'm telling on is straight bitches. Nigga done robbed them twice. Came back and said, man, front me something. They still gave it to him. He ran off again. Nigga catch him a murder charge and start goddamn what niggas gonna do. In a lot of situations, you will have the actual shooter, and that will make sense because that's the nigga who will have the most weight on his back. So if he get a blessing where they want dope more than they want the violent crime, so if he played it the right way and the only thing that he hit was street niggas, they'll push that shit to the side. And this is one of them things where on the internet, you can, rat, snitch, and all that. You can play them games. But in real life, calling a rat to their face in public can put you in a situation like Nipsey Hussle. Trying to tell you, like, this shit ain't no, this ain't no, this is why when, I heard some fucking, what was I watching the other day? Snitching is only, a fucking gamer said this. Snitching is only when a criminal is telling on someone because he's wanting to get out of trouble. That's the only time when it's snitching. And just the way that he said it, matter of factly, that's what, like, because we're not talking about something that you learn in a book. We talking about a culture right now. And if you're not from that culture, it's like, dog, you know, it's all kind of motherfucking loopholes and shit like that. And even when it's dead to rights, it still has to be handled in a certain way. If you go by what a outsider believes, then it's this guy against this guy, and they just butt heads, and whoever wins the shootout at fucking sundown, that's who wins. No. This nigga could have kids. This nigga could be in love with a bitch. This nigga could be a bitch. This they cousin over here. It's a million situations, a million different situations. And like I said, we're going to speak on that whole T.I. gang telling on the dead shit. We're going to speak on that in full. But nah, my nigga, it's like this shit, it goes a lot of different ways. If a nigga is really the baddest nigga outside when it comes to aggression, You don't have, like, niggas ain't barely doing nothing to bitch niggas. Gauntt, Tekashi, niggas ain't get smacked as soon as they got out. Let me tell you something, my nigga. Let me tell you something. The first mistake that a motherfucker could make when trying to analyze the street shit, when you looking at it from the outside, is believing that every nigga that is in the streets is a killer. Every street nigga is a killer. Every nigga with a gun that does illegal shit is a killer. Every nigga who has caught a body in self-defense and sells dope is a killer. Oh man, hold on, man. We gotta get this shit going, man. Shout out to that nigga Gino Lowe's. Gino Lowe's came through the door. You know what the fuck going on. That nigga said Gino Lowe's. No words, straight love. Gino, I appreciate that, big home. That's love. Shout out that nigga Gino, man. Shout out Naeem Edwards coming through the. You know Naeem gonna come through. And look, Naeem, I'm trying to tell y'all something. Naeem, and I don't know if I should say that. I want to tell a story about what happened, but I don't know if I should say that though. So I'll get permission first before I say that. But shout out to Naeem Edwards. It's important to have somebody that knows the business and definitely who can put that shit in action. By putting it in action, I mean getting on YouTube. Nothing else matters. If you don't push shit on YouTube, it don't matter. It's not real. So shout out to Naeem Edwards for that love, always rocking out. Shout out to that nigga Chris Hollingsworth. Chris Hollingsworth came through. No words, straight love. I appreciate that, big home. We working. Shout out to that nigga Big Mix. You know what the fuck going on. You know Big Mix was gonna come. You know Big Mix was gonna come through this motherfucker the real way, nigga. Big Mix said we working, my nigga. You know what the fuck going on, nigga? Round this bitch, nigga. Yes, Lord. I appreciate that. Like I said, everybody do what you can, put what you can in the pot. We got a big battle. I want to go back, but I ain't gonna do that. It's a whole nother show I want to do that on. But thank you to everybody who, you know, initially came through. We still got a couple more dollars that we trying to get for the situation. So put in what you can. We want to have it all the way ready. Tomorrow's Monday, so it's work time. But here it is. Dog, it's so many different ways that this thing goes. It's so many different ways this thing goes when we talking about just the killer side. It's so many different types of dope boys. It's so many different type of niggas who have killed people. So many different type of people who scam. So many different type of people who steal. To put, like, a motherfucker who steal out of Walmart is not the same as somebody who goes into people's houses. It is not the same people who kick in motherfuckers' doors. It's not the same motherfuckers who set motherfuckers up with fake dope deals. It's not the same motherfuckers who sell fake dope. It's not the same motherfuckers who give out counterfeit money. For a long time, niggas didn't even think niggas who sold weed was even trappers. Them niggas was fucking medicine men. These are the good niggas. Positive niggas. I don't do nothing, man. Get this weed, man, and take care of my family. It's a good man right there. It's different types. Dog, we talking about niggas. When we talking about aggression in the street, it's niggas who don't want to do nothing but stab motherfuckers. You would think that it's the old niggas who want to pull out that pocket knife. Dog, you got young niggas who came up like that, who will poke a nigga to get them up off of them. Niggas who don't want to do nothing but fight. Just as soon as you bring any weapon into it, they done with it. You got niggas who don't do nothing but show the gun. They won't even shoot in the air to make a nigga get somewhere. Niggas who just show that bitch. Nothing else. Professional gun show where they can do that shit ambidextrous. They can do it right hand, left hand, backside. They know how to twirl with it. They can do and one trick showing that pistol. It's not a lot of niggas who is actively going out there and knocking shit down. Not no fucking, this nigga came in the house and I shot him. No, I'm talking about fucking, when they come, it's dead time. It's wet works. And them is the niggas who niggas don't fuck with. Them niggas wear straight fucking, like, they not Air Maxes, they like Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Like Nike athletic shoes and shit like that. Clothes look like they ain't took a bath in a while. They look, you know, dingy, and they look dingy, like they skin have a little smell to them. Every time you see them, you gotta, they on some, dog, a lot of time them niggas be on some real, let's just say spiritual shit, but niggas be on that devil shit, like occult and all that type of shit. They be in their own fucking world. Them niggas is not regular niggas. Come on, man. Come on, man. But I don't know. Like I said, you got different hoods. You got different hoods. Some hoods will let a nigga run that bitch with straight hands. Just because a nigga beat a nigga ass, they'll let that nigga run this bitch because niggas don't want to shoot nobody. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. You don't understand that. That don't make sense. This nigga got a gun. This nigga ain't got nothing but his hands. That nigga gonna die. That don't happen. Nigga will beat the gun out the nigga hand. It's different levels, my nigga. It's different levels. So when you get one of them niggas who is really about that murder shit, if them niggas is bitches on the inside, meaning I just don't want to go to prison right now. Dog, them niggas could go in that bitch and say whatever the fuck about any dope boy, because none of them niggas, them actual steppers, I'm talking about niggas who step on shit and like, we get in this bitch and give it here and niggas really not, I'm talking about cutthroat like that Mad Max in real life. Them niggas is far and in between. Most of them niggas is up the road. Them niggas don't live long. Niggas be scared to death when them niggas is alive and free. Them niggas will make a dope boy fucking coalition and all them niggas be on three-way. Hey, man, look, I want to tell you my story, what he did to me. Man, let me tell him, man, you know I'm the... They got every dope boy in the city on the phone, on fucking three-way. Everybody saying, man, y'all need to come get him, man. He out this bitch. And ain't a word being said because the only thing that matter out there, once the violence is gone, only thing that matter is the money. So violence, money, that's a good one. No, I'm going to say violence, dope, then money. Then money. And you got to understand that. Violence, dope, money, and then whatever come after that. But dope is gonna be above money because a motherfucker would much rather you got the dope, you got the drug I want right now to where I don't have to have this money, because most addicts, we see money as a quantity of drugs. So $40 is this many pills. You know what I'm saying? So if a motherfucker just got the, like, that's for everybody outside. So the bitches would much rather be around the motherfucker who just got the wealth of Xanax if they own Xanax. You see this shit all the time with the young bitches in the house with the old man, and he doing the motherfucking old man dance, recording them in the bed and shit like that. Let's listen.
I can get the time when they gonna go to do it, so y'all can catch them in the act. I know.
Who's the target?
One guess.
I mean, Lucci's locked up.
Sure, okay.
So how?
Wow. Even it's just that like every time you see it, it's still like, damn. Nigga, what was you doing outside? Like, what was, if you was that scared of going to jail, what the fuck was you doing outside? Man, I tell somebody to do it so you can catch them in the act. That's entrapment. What the fuck? So you just gonna get a nigga bammed. Man. Woo-wee. I'm telling you, dog, these niggas is outside. I cannot believe it's 12 o'clock.
How can I help myself? That's all I'm asking.
Like I said, we can't, I can't make it any
So
clearer.
that's this point.
No, it's not pointless. Like I said, we'll communicate. What I'm saying is, I can't offer you anything. Investigator Flores can't offer you anything. We can let the district attorney's office know, and down there, that you were cooperating.
The information I had, they want to hear it right now.
I mean, we can pass it to them.
You say you can pass it to them. I'm thinking something gonna happen today.
What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Somebody's supposed to get killed tonight.
Who?
You know who.
I don't know who. But there's so much going on in the city, I don't know who. You're gonna have to.
This is a murder that's about to take place with some very high people.
Shout that nigga Colorado Rick. Colorado Rick said, you thought I forgot, did you? Love, Colorado Rick. We in this bitch.
Y'all this much right here.
I appreciate that love, big homie.
I can get the time when they gonna go to do it, so y'all can catch them in the act. I know.
Who's the target?
One guess.
I mean, Lucci's locked up.
Sure, Kayla.
So how?
She's always been tight.
Who?
Kayla.
Who's always been tight?
Sure, Kayla.
And who?
He's this man. He's obsessed with this guy. He won. This is as much as I can say. Cause y'all already tell me.
Wait, you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get lost. You said who's tight with Shell? No, your friend's not here. Nobody can hear you. Like, your friend's not here. We moved him for that purpose.
The person y'all just think that I didn't tell me anything. He wants him. He want him as bad.
So you're talking about Jeffrey.
But one thing I do know.
You rat bitch. You rat bitch. Wow. Dog, it's like it don't even matter how many times you see shit like this. My nigga. This is the shit. This is why when motherfuckers say, oh, motherfuckers ain't have a choice. They environment made them motherfucking become gangsters. That's bullshit. As street niggas, we are an endangered species, which is why 60% of black men don't even have fucking children. We make up 13% of the American population as black people, and only 16%, so 13%, 50% of the population, which would be men. Out of 50%, only 16% are actually street niggas that even indulge in crime. Everybody out the projects is not no motherfucker. Are you serious? Most motherfuckers is going to school and taking their ass straight to fucking work. Whether it be pouring fucking concrete or flipping burgers or whatever the fuck it may be. The internet make it seem like it's just every nigga. Like, are you serious? You know how many these niggas that would love to, nigga, if I could just, please, just let them. These niggas is dressing up, these rap niggas. Dressing up, they trying to impersonate a street nigga the best they can. Nigga, you chose this shit. Full-fledged, you chose it. On the paper, signed it. Signing my future away. Just give me the street nigga glory. All good, you got that. And that be the bullshit. Like, dog, what come with the reason why real street niggas say, yeah, I'm out. I'm good on that. I'm gonna go head back over here. Hold on. The reason why a nigga will say, yeah, I'm gonna go and take my ass on back inside and go and be a family man is because a nigga is so much bullshit that come with the shit. It's so much bullshit that come with being a street nigga. And as I was telling y'all earlier, the 15-year-old who went in the old lady, they was cutting grass trying to get paid, and then they did a crime to get some money. Does that mean that they street niggas? No. No. The man who snaps and kills his wife and children, is he a gangster? No. Oh, this shit is too fucking retarded now. Like, what the fuck? There's just like I tell a talent, entertainer, like, you have no excuse for, oh, they fucked me over and they gave me a bad deal. That's out the window. You have far too many examples. This ain't like the 90s when we just had to hear say and wait for a magazine. You got it right there on your phone where they will show you the exact contract, that the fuck over contract. This is the kind, if you get this contract and it says these words, you're being fucked over. Dog, you know what come with this street shit. You do not have to do the crime to get the time. Because you're with this nigga, y'all gonna split that 20 years. All I did was, I was just in the car and he told me, man, I was scared. He said, man, get him out the car. So I was just really trying to just find a way to run away, but he had that gun on him. So when we grabbed it, and you know, we had to move him and stuff like that, I went back to the car. Then I heard the two pops, and I said, man, I'm finna go. Then he came to the car, and then we rolled off. And I know I should have called the police, but I didn't even know if he really shot him. I ain't know. I was just trying to get back home. I got a family, sir. I got a family. You thought you were going home? Nigga be blow. Man, that's what really happened. Well, thank you so much for telling. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Well, sit down. Oh, But I told you what happened, sir. Yeah, you told us, but we have to let this process go. So, if you want, you can go ahead. We're going to get the officer to come in, and you will be charged with capital murder, and kidnapping, and obstructing justice, not notifying the police of a crime. But, we'll definitely make sure we tell the DA that you were cooperative. Nobody gives a fuck about no cooperative. That family is going to come to court, and their tears and moaning and impact statements is going to have that judge give both of y'all 100 years. A nigga can't tell you nothing though. I can't tell you nothing because, like I said, for we got lucky. We got lucky. Me and Brim, I thought everybody was like that. Like, nigga, this shit, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, we been a whatever, nigga, gonna do whatever the fuck. I'm a real street nigga. Come on, nigga. I'm out any jail, anywhere. I'm gonna go in that bitch and be just like this, regardless. Anywhere. I chose the street. Yeah, I like this shit. When I didn't like it, next time when I get out this time, cold turkey. I didn't do cold turkey, but nigga, I'm finna slow this shit down. But with us, it was, a real bond now. So they couldn't come in that bitch and say, well, Brim D has already told us everything. Nigga laugh in their face. Nigga will shoot a skit. Nigga will shoot a whole movie right there with the officer because the nigga know what's going on. And I said this. I'm going to be for real. I'm going to give y'all a little bit. It's already midnight, so I'm going to give y'all this. I said this. If Brim was going to set me up or you know what I'm saying, and he would do something which he wouldn't, but if that did happen, I would just have to go down. I would just have to go down because I just can't, I'm not going to be able to look at him like that, like he would ever do that. So I'm just going to have to get, because it's like, you should, be weary and shit like that because you don't never know. It's like, nigga, if this nigga ain't, then it's just over with. It's just over with. I just must be retarded because this shit, nigga, it's just too real. It's too real. So, and niggas don't really be that. So they be thinking that getting high together, that means that y'all tied in like that. No, nigga, it's about the bad times. It's about the bad times. No, we not talking about no. And my girl broke up with me, man. He stayed on the phone with me while I was crying, man. He talked me off the ledge when I was gonna kill myself. No, I'm talking about real shit. I'm talking about real shit. And like I said, because that shit is such a anomaly, I wouldn't tell nobody to even think that, nigga, we like Brim, ayo. No, you not. No, you not. No, you not. No, you not. You not. No, you not. You not, dog. Like, it's a different time. It's a whole different everything. And if for you to lean on somebody that hard, you really just opening yourself up to be betrayed. Like I said, it's crazy, but it's just to put and that shit, even that shit, stop making sense. Like, the fuck, we gonna keep on rolling the dice and tell nigga so we can just be legendary forever. Them niggas went down this many times and neither one of them niggas told them niggas beat that shit. How many times we gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but if you choose to stay outside, dog, you can't come in this bitch with this shit right here. Look at him. Look at him. Pure bitch. Pure fucking coward bitch. Dog, I hate these niggas so fucking much. See, I wouldn't have trusted no nigga like this. This nigga, you too young to have a, like, you too young for your head to be looking like that. I wouldn't trust this nigga off the rip. It's something up with you, my nigga. It's something up with you. Yeah, this nigga got a flaw. Like, nigga, ain't no fucking way. Nigga, your fucking, the front of your lineup didn't just dissipate like that. That shit happened for a reason. Y'all remember what I told y'all at the beginning of the show? That's that karma. That's that karma. Ooh. Yeah, no, that nigga look like a bitch. He just looked like a, yeah, nah. Dog, and you know, I don't know. You know, I'm thrown like that, though. I really feel like I can look at a motherfucker and tell shit about him. It's something up with this nigga here. Dog, who was the nigga that who was the nigga that the it was a little baby was on a video and he was saying he would give his homeboy like 100,000 or 20,000 if he stopped popping pills. Why do this nigga remind me of him? This nigga remind me of that dude, man. This ain't him, is it? Okay, I'm looking. Yeah, I see. Yeah, nah, my nigga. I don't. It's something up with that. Wow. Wow. Look what the nigga wrote. Never bite the hand that feeds you. I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all niggas right now in real time, y'all have these niggas around y'all. And for whatever reason, you just, and what it is, I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why you not nipping that shit in the bud is because you high. Whether it's on weed or whatever the fuck it is, you too high and you not seriously thinking that this is gonna happen. But it's millions of niggas up the road at this moment right now. They got locked in to 20-year plus sentences because that nigga that they was high around and shit like that, that nigga was not willing to go to prison. What would be the issue if we both street niggas? What would be the problem with you asking a nigga, hey dog, how much time you willing to do before you will say, goddamn, nah, I gotta say something about this? You really shouldn't have to ask that because you know a nigga. You know what a nigga, like, you know what's up with a nigga. You know that nigga don't want to go to prison. And this is why a nigga will say, dog, you can't, it will be a college nigga who will keep it more real than a nigga who's been in the street his whole life. Maybe that's because the street nigga sees that it's not no real glory in the street, or the street nigga just don't feel like, dog, but you will see that it's so many different little angles that come down. And this is why I say that a nigga has to turn in his future before he jumps in the street. You can't keep your future and be in the street because there is no way for you to even if you do rat. Still got to turn your future in, because the future that you thought you were going to have is now non-existent. No, my nigga.
How can I help myself? That's all I'm asking.
Like I said, we can't, I can't make it any
So
clearer.
that's this point.
No, it's not pointless. Like I said, we'll communicate. What I'm saying is, I can't offer you anything. Investigator Flores can't offer you anything. We can let the district attorney's office know, and down there, that you were cooperative.
The information I had, they want to hear it right now.
I mean, we can pass it to them.
You saying you can pass it to them? I'm thinking something gonna happen today.
What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Somebody's supposed to get killed tonight.
Who?
You know who?
I don't know who. But there's so much going on in the city. I don't know who. You're gonna have to.
This is a murder that's about to take place.
Also, somebody find out who this woman detective is.
Stuff that I know right now. You know what I mean? She'll be able to help me get out of my situation.
Like,
I can tell y'all this much right here. I know the people who's gonna go do it. I can give it time when they gonna go do it. So y'all can catch them in the act. I know.
Who's the target?
One guess.
I mean, Lucci's locked up.
Share Kayla.
So how?
She always been tight.
Who?
Kayla.
Who's always been tight?
Share Kayla.
And who?
He's this man. He's obsessed with this guy. He won. This is as much as I can say. Cause y'all already taken.
Wait, you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get lost. You said who's tight with Shell? No, your friend's not here. Nobody can hear you. Like, your friend's not here. We moved him for that purpose.
The person y'all just think that I did tell me anything. He wants him. He want him as bad.
So you're talking about Jeffrey.
But the one thing I do know you can call someone on their phone and they hear what I have to say, and I can call this person right here in y'all face with a better background and let y'all hear and see his face, tell me how they plan on doing this. Or
call who?
The person who I'm talking about. I care for him and I hate I'm doing it to him, but
who?
I don't think.
I'm not gonna say
You know so many people.
Sure
I don't know.
this somebody who close to me.
Is it Young Thug?
I didn't say no name.
Hold on.
What time it is?
7:04.
If I could be released before 11 to 12 o'clock, to show you how serious I am, I could be released. People can see me and Money coming out of jail together. The city jail for whatever. Y'all can be right there to see me meet up with them and discuss it. Well, however y'all want to take it by then, y'all see where Cuddy ran in, y'all can catch them in the act. Y'all can do that. Right now, this nigga here is so smart that he moving different. It's hard to keep up with how he moving.
What do you mean?
So he not moving how
He
used to move.
Reckless.
He moved different. But he want this nigga so bad that he's back reckless.
Why he want him so bad?
Cause I give you everybody's name. I give you the cards that I know. Or like I said, I don't know what cards they're gonna use because the card, they don't have a hot card of my knowledge right now, but most likely, like I said, I can meet up with them right before they do it. Y'all
That
can
puts
right
you in too much danger?
Sincere Galloway, let me get your social media. Sincere Galloway, let me get your social media.
Because if God forbid something happens to you, it's on us.
No, it's different because they trust me. They trust me. Even with the situation with me and Thug, we both look at each other sideways when we around. But he still do this a lot. And I just look at him like, he's still stupid. You know what I mean? Like, he rich, why would you be stupid? That's why I get away from him. I get away from him. That's why you never see me post. I don't know, you know what I mean? I just hate being around. But the truth is, these niggas right here, you can sit right here. They wouldn't even look your way. You can sit right there at, let's say 656. You could be sitting right there, and they would come in, and they go talk to me right there while you right there. How can I help myself? That's all I'm asking.
Like I said, we can't, I can't make it any
So
clearer.
that's this point.
No, it's not pointless.
Something going on. I don't see it though. Sincere Galloway. Sincere Galloway said, trust me, Lil Woody will get touched. Just the laws of the street. I didn't make this shit up. It's just a consequence of the game. Yeah, come on with that social media, big home. Because I guess you ain't listening. Guess you ain't listening to what I'm saying. Like nothing. You ain't heard shit I said. Just come with that social media. If you turn out to be real, then but that's not how it works. That's what you just said is some internet nigga shit. That's some shit that an internet nigga will say. Consequences of the game. Laws of the streets. He will get touched. Yeah, that's giving real internet nigga vibes. Honestly, I don't even think that you are African American. So come on with that social media, big home.
Do anything. Investigator Flores can't offer you anything. We can let the district attorney's office know and down there that you were cooperating.
The information I had, they want to hear it right now.
I mean, we can pass it to them.
I'm saying you can pass it to them. I'm thinking something gonna happen today.
What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Somebody's supposed to get killed tonight.
Who?
You know who?
I don't know who. There's so much going on in the city. I don't know who. You're gonna have to.
Just sit down.
There's so much.
I told y'all enough right there.
Woody, you say that.
But you think about it, people die every day in the city. If you can't be specific.
Can't hear what the fuck they saying. What the fuck? And I watch your interrogation footage. Can't hear what the fuck they saying. Yeah, my nigga. Like, are you see? I just told you that the rat will be in the club bouncing to fucking that Yo Gotti. Like nothing happened. And he just got hit with 8 bricks of fentanyl. I just said that. But this is, once again, this is the problem. Niggas who have never been outside. Never been outside, never. You've always seen that shit from a distance, but then a street conversation come up. Instead of you just sitting back, listening, hearing what's being said, taking it in, you want to add to the conversation. Why the fuck would you do that? Not to mention going against what the fuck I'm saying. And that's what's giving me European vibes. You're here, and I'm talking about something. I've said the exact opposite of what you said. But you see me and you feel like, yeah, he's going to agree with what I'm saying because you feel like you can come in here and say, fuck Trump. And they're, oh, yeah, fuck Trump, yeah. Little Woody will get touched. Trust me, he says. Trust me. Lil Woody will get touched. Trust you? Right then and there, that's saying that you have expertise in this field. Trust me, I know what's going on. Lil Woody gonna get touched. Dog, I ain't heard about a snitch getting, nigga, actually the exact fucking opposite has happened. Just the law of the streets. That make me feel like you older, like you an older person. And that's even more sad because it's like, so you older and you want to be seen as a street philosopher, like you know what the fuck going on, knowing that if we saw you, you would never say these things because we will be able to tell that you don't know shit about no street. Just the law of the street. And it sounds like you're talking about it in a way of like it's concrete And I just said that it's not concrete. I said those exact words, like this shit is up and down. It's not 1 + 1. You think it's this dude and they fight at sundown. I just said that's not what happens. The law of the street. Nigga, and so there it is. There it is. Now this nigga's a fucking reparations major. There it is. There you have it. The motherfucking street professor is talking about ADOS. There it is. Nigga ain't say I'm a black man. Nigga said I'm AD. I'm Let's see what he said. Nigga, ADOS all day. Capital letters, exclamation point. I've been in the street since 1988. I've been in the street since 1988. I was born in 88. So I would know if you was out there. And you wasn't out there, my nigga. See, a lot of y'all got life fucked up. You think because you did drugs, that means that you in the street. Dog. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Dog, this is what I'm talking right here. This is why I like, what the fuck? What? This is the problem. Why in the fuck would you even want to be seen like that? So it's obvious. You're lying. I asked you for your social media. If you was a real street nigga, nigga, I've been in this bitch 1988, nigga. You'll come with some shit. You'll be, nigga, what? But instead you come with words because you know if a nigga see who you is, it's gonna be like, oh man. Just because you did drugs doesn't mean that you were in the street. Are you serious? Just because a motherfucker went to prison doesn't mean that they're a gangster. I just said that. My nigga, why the fuck are you still talking? Why haven't you sent your fucking social media? Why are you sending these long messages? Why don't you send the fucking social media? I'm ADOS all day. I've been in the street since 1988. What are you talking about? I can tell you stories. Oh, shit. Oh shit. Hold on, man. Hold on, where's that? Hold on, where's it? Bitch nigga, I've already sent you my social media contact. See, that's I'm old school for saying send me your social media. If I was young, I'd say, what's your Snapchat or what's your TikTok? I say social media, so I'm already old school. You say, bitch nigga, I've already sent you my social media contact. Yeah, you was. Yeah, nigga. How old was you in 88? How old was you, nigga? Because, nigga, I think, nigga. Hold on. Let me get back to this home. All right, I can tell you stories. I can tell you stories that you have only heard of. I am all black! Exclamation point. You don't have to agree with me. I'm 55. Wow. Like, didn't I tell y'all? This is an older gentleman right here. See the next message. My dude, if you think that what I'm saying is bullshit and you don't agree with me and you have a problem with me, then you can see me. I'm not hard to find. No, I can't see you because you haven't given me your social media or your social media contact, as you said. Give me your social media contact, big home. Damn. Nah, why you had to cross the line? Why you had to cross the line, man? Now you didn't cross the line. Look, I'm gonna forget that. I'm gonna forget that. Come on with the social media and we can end on it. You don't gotta send no book. You don't gotta send no paragraph. Just send your social media contact. I didn't get your social media contact. Just send it real fast. If you think what I'm saying. Did he send it? You didn't send it, my nigga. Somebody go to his page and see. I'll go. Hold on. There it is. Seen colors. Yeah, he probably seen colors and he seen Scarface. You know, Scarface turned a lot of niggas gangster. Dog, come on, man. You got this channel with the 5% nation shit. Send your social media. What the fuck are you scared of? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you is that you know motherfucking well you have no right or reason to be speaking about anything street. And he right now he's writing a long ass message. All I need you to do is write your social media. Just write the social media. Just at fucking Michael Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Just we can kill this whole thing. If you a real person, nigga, it's all good. I salute you. All is forgiven. Real talk. No, that's what I'm saying. You see, man. Nah, you seen that nigga. Why the fuck ain't Gino a moderator? Don't kick him out. Yeah, there ain't no rules in the street, my nigga. That's the whole fucking point. And why the fuck are you in this fucking conversation at 55? And this is another thing. Like, so, like what you thought. You thought because you would say something that I would say that you think I would say that oh yeah, praise him. Like that's another thing that make you suspect. And why in the fuck haven't you sent to social media yet? Dog, if you want to show and kill this whole conversation, post to social media. So much you can tell me stories I've never heard. Dog, that's some old ass shit to say. No, it definitely is. It definitely is some weird niggas out here, man. I don't understand that shit. Why couldn't, instead of you saying that, why couldn't you say some, if you would have said, man, I don't understand why these young bucks jump in the street and all that shit, why the fuck do you have to play the trust me, that nigga gonna get touched? Nigga, when is the last time you've been in the streets, period, let alone been in the streets down south? So you've been in the streets since 1988. You were supposed to say, I was in the streets from 88 to fucking 2001. You saying you still in the streets? Yeah, ain't gonna, yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, that's my whole thing, dog. Like, our problem in this whole shit that we have is that it's too many outsiders voicing their fucking opinion as if it's fact. The nigga said, trust me, he will get touched. It's just the rules of the street. What? That's incorrect. What you said was wrong, which is what keyed me into, yeah, something wrong with this nigga. You don't know that because you're not a real street nigga. You don't know how the fuck I know. Same thing with a police officer. Police officer won't know how the fuck we know that he the law. Be something real small. Oh, man, here it is, man. Here it is. Here it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, you right. Come on, my nigga. All right, big home. I feel you. I feel you. I'm gonna get you on out of here. Yeah, my nigga. Like, dog, we got, and this, and like I said, this, dog, this is what needs to be understood. When a motherfucker does not have an identity, these are the people that go from place to place on YouTube, always speaking their opinion. They know a little bit about a whole lot, but don't know a lot about anything. And so they'll go around to each little place. Oh yeah, this, and oh yeah, you know, I was in a. So you coming over here talking about you in the street since '88, and then a nigga say, "What's up with you, big home? I'm ADOS." The fuck are you doing over here? And what the fuck are you doing over here talking as if you know what the fuck is going on in the streets? Dog, a nigga who got out the streets, you know, one of the reasons why a nigga I stay the fuck out the streets is because it'll be too hard to get back in them. Dog, shit done changed out there. And a real street nigga would have no issue saying that. It's only a imposter. Nigga, I've been in the street since '88. How many times you been to prison? But you haven't. It's like, man, it's just, that's what it is though. And more people need to do that. Of course, give me my credit, but more people need to do that. Like, when you see these motherfuckers and they're talking about something in a way as if it is a fact and you know it's wrong, you need to call motherfuckers out, because this is the problem. Why in the fuck would you want to be a street nigga? So you want to be respected. You wanted to be respected as a street nigga in a YouTube chat. Yeah, nigga, that shit is sad as fuck, my nigga. Shout out to that nigga Damian Morris. Damian Morris came on and said, work. He said, work you. Work/you. Oh, the work/you. Okay, I appreciate that, Damon. That's a little bit, home. Jenny, I don't know. I think that come from, okay, I see it. That might have come from earlier. And Colorado Rick came. I don't know, because this shit is going slow. Real talk. That's real shit though. That's real shit. By 35, you definitely want to be done with the street. I'm gonna say it as a real nigga. My nigga, like, I was in the street at the right time when you don't gotta worry about no type of health issues and all this shit like this. Nigga, I have to, nigga, I have to real deal watch what the fuck I eat the night before. Nigga, I eat the wrong thing, I wake up with a splitting headache. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit real. Nigga don't need to be worried about that shit. You don't need to be worried about that shit as a street nigga. So yeah, 35, it's time to jump the fuck out the street. And a motherfucker gotta understand, if a nigga is still in the street at 35, he's not there willingly. Nigga out there because he ain't figured it out yet. Not to even downplay figuring out, because figuring it out is hard as fuck to do in itself. Why are you here? What is your purpose? What wakes you up in the morning? What are you motivated to do? What drives you? What pushes you forward? I was blessed to find mine, but that shit is, without having that, you'll be in motherfuckers' comment section just trying to find, you know, friends and shit like that. You want to sound cool to everybody because you're not cool. And this is why I need to come here and speak about these things, because like with this whole Boosie and T.I. shit, motherfuckers be having egos in situations to where they can't speak real about shit. And that's where we get in these fucked up positions. And we will talk about that. But yeah, it's swell. We got to get up early tomorrow. A man is a dinosaur out there active at that age among young lions. Real talk. That's real talk. Nigga, 35 and you dealing with 15-year-olds trying to figure out who to rob, how to work a pistol. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. The street is getting too old. The street is getting too old for the bread. You might have to explain that one, big home. All right, hold on. I got you. Shout out that nigga Big Hank. Shout out that nigga Big Hank 75. Big Hank 75 said OG still out here thugging in the jabos. Turn the fuck up, nigga. Dog, real talk. You know, I went looking for the jabos and I wanted the fucking jabos, man. I went on that bitch trying to find them. They got like jabos is nigga, they supposed to have a strap on the knee. And if they long, they supposed to have a strap on the knee and the motherfucking bottom of them. I was trying to get the jabot shorts at least, but I really wanted the pants. Them bitches was, dog, them bitches be, the old jabots, them bitches be so gangster right now. I couldn't find them bitches though, man. And that nigga was, he said the nigga said he was born in 67, I think, or 62. Yeah, I don't want no new jabots. I want the old jabot with the strap on them. You know what I'm saying? The red ones and shit. So I freak them bitches. I couldn't find them hoes though, man. Like if you don't got the strap on the knee, what they not jabots. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know what style was out in the 70s. I don't know what the fuck. Born in 67, 3 years old in 70, 13, 1980. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Man, 300-400. I swear, my nigga. That nigga did say that. That nigga said 67. I've been in the street since 88. I didn't like that shit he said about the mama, though. I'm going to find that nigga about that. Real talk. I'm going to find that nigga about that shit. Hell yeah, dog. I'm telling you, dog, if I was trying to get them hoes. Real talk, nigga. I don't even know if they was wearing the afros yet in 60 and 70. But nah, real talk, though. And depending on, but he wasn't, you can tell by the way he talked, he wasn't from California. If he was from California, you like a nigga would be more gamed up to where like you would know that that's not true. You know that snitches don't get touched. It's been a long time since that shit. You know what I'm saying? The nigga wasn't gamed up. Real talk. Dog, I'm born in 67. He had the timeline. If you were born in 67, when crack era hit, nigga, you could have been the man. You wasn't no little kid running around. You was, you know what I'm saying? The nigga had the age, but he just wasn't that. This nigga's a 5%er, a fucking gangster, and an ADOS member. Get your bitch ass the fuck out my damn chat room, nigga. But now, we got a big day tomorrow. I cannot believe, dog. It is 1 o'clock. This shit is crazy. Listen, look, we rocking out the real way. If you've not already got your copy of, hold on, let me show you. If you miss me read, the excerpt from the book, go to the beginning on the replay. And if you have not got the Black Poe, I don't know what the fuck you got going on. That's some other shit if you ain't got this yet. But we're going to read another excerpt out of this one when we do the Telling on Dead People live stream. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in a minute. Love, love.
We're going to have to get back to those essence, man, when we just fucking high on life. Do you know what I'm talking about, being high on life? I'm talking about when you're driven, you got something that you're in love with, something you focus on, something that has your attention, a good thing, then it feels like you're on drugs, feels like you high, feels like you're intoxicated, but you're not. You just high off your energy. You just high off your spirit. We're going to have to get back to that.
Because everything changes when niggas start to rap, and everything changes when bitches get involved. Don't ever get it confused. If you was a regular street nigga, if you was a regular street bitch, nobody would give a fuck about what you felt. Nobody would give a fuck about what you had to say. People would actually probably like you more. People would actually respect you more. Now you a street nigga or a street bitch, and you rapping, or you like, and it is rap because nobody feels this way about singers. But you a street bitch or a street nigga and you rap, the dynamic starts to change because there's no limits and no bounds if you can actually get on with rap. The doors and the floodgates just fucking open. This is how people's mind works, even though you're better off probably going to work at the